Colorado is known for its high alpine mountains and majestic 14ers. But if you know anything about other global peaks, you have heard of Patagonia's Cerro Torre. Kelly Cordes has, and he has a new book about it. This dude has climbed. The tower captures this rugged and legendary peak that has been shrouded in mystery since it was first believed to be climbed in 1959. Kelly digs through the mystery to find the truth. And Kelly is here today. He's here this morning. He'll be in Boulder tonight at the Patagonian store to speak. Nice to see you.
Thanks, Denise.
So climbing, my gosh, it's so scary. Why do you love doing it so much?
Well, I think part of the appeal is the fact that it is scary, so that there's like a real sense of rewards internally when you can kind of control your fear and still perform well in a scary environment. So like you have physical demands, and you have problem solving, and you have technique and precision, and then you have to do it in a environment where you're naturally scared. So it's rewarding.
So it's rewarding to you, but the general public thinks, man, that dude's crazy. Is it really as scary as we perceive it to be?
Well, I mean, it is scary. I think it is scary, but that changes over time as you get used to it, just like with anything. But I don't think it's as dangerous as the general public perceives it to be. It's much like anything. It exists in a whole variety of ways. You can make it as safe or as dangerous as you want, kind of like driving.
Yeah. Look at that picture. That was just a beautiful picture.
Yeah.
And of course,
this place is cool.
Looking at the book right now, you're going to be at the Patagonian in Boulder tonight, 7 p.m. off of Pearl Street, autographing books, and you can meet Kelly in person. Is it hard to get started climbing?
You know, it's a lot easier today because of the proliferation of climbing gyms. And in Colorado, there's so many climbers, and climbing such a popular activity that it's not that bad. You can get involved through clubs and climbing gyms in a whole variety of ways. It's not that bad.
Okay, so what's the difference between, the weekend warrior, and we think we're going to just go up to Pikes Peak and we're going to do something like that, compared to what you do?
Well, I do a lot of those sorts of things as well, as does any climber. But some of the things like on Cerro Torre that people are doing, they just require such a myriad of skills and experience, because it's a really chaotic environment. And so you kind of need a lot of experience in order to do it safely, much less have a chance of succeeding.
And then those like ice mushrooms, they look terrifying. Are those hard to climb?
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie.
and they're terrifying as well. Because it's like,
how do you do it?
I don't know.
I mean, what do you use? You have to have the right equipment.
Yeah, you use your ice axes, and you have your ice axes and crampons. But those rime ice mushrooms, they're not like solid ice, like when you go ice climbing. It's amazing that they even hold together. It's like swimming upstream against cotton candy or something. It disintegrates when you touch it, so it's really dangerous and really difficult. And it's just a full upward battle. You
talk about how rewarding it is and how you love it. It's like the thrill of the chase. But who got you involved in it? Did anyone in your family encourage you to do it, or was it something you found on your own?
Yeah, when I was in grad school at the University of Montana, a buddy took me climbing one day. And that was it.
That was it.
That was it.
And then you decided to write your stories.
Yeah.
How did that develop?
I got into writing basically as a way to avoid having a real job. Like I don't want.
Shut up!
I'm serious.
Right? That's hilarious.
I don't want to work in like an office with regular hours. And I was like, well, if I can figure out a way to make a living where I can climb during the day and do my work on my own schedule at night, and I thought writing was a good idea. And that was a really bad idea, thinking that writing was a good idea, because writing's extremely difficult. It's so hard.
Tougher than climbing?
For sure. For sure. I mean, it's easy to write, to churn out a bunch of mediocre stuff. I mean, I can do that pretty well, but when you want to try to write well, I think it's incredibly difficult.
You have great reviews for your book, and
he's
going to be signing tonight at 7 p.m. Again, it's off of Pearl Street. 1212 is the address, 1212 Pearl Street, and the doors will open at 7, so make sure you're there. So I just want to talk a little bit about Patagonian climbing, because for the novice climbing, there's been some changes, and what would you tell them?
You know, I would tell people to remember that it's still a wild mountainous environment. I mean, there's been a lot more popularity and attention paid to the climbing in Patagonia, and you could get lulled into a sense of complacency and thinking that it's just, oh, hey, I climb around here and I do pretty well around here, I should just go there. There's a big step, and it's a really chaotic and oftentimes dangerous environment, so it really still requires a respect.
Well, we definitely respect you. Thank you for coming on
Hey,
the show.
thanks. I
mean,
appreciate
what
it.
a story. You have to go check out his book and meet him tonight. Kelly's going to be at the Patagonian store in Boulder tonight at 7:30. Again, doors open at 7. The store is at 1212 Pearl Street, and he's truly one of North America's top alpinists. Learn more online at kellycortis.com.